Good morning, my name is Arius, and I'm a bike messenger within the RSSH delivery company. Today is Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. And on behalf of Cyber F.M. and the RSSH, we thank you for listening to today's security report.
You are listening to Cyber FM, hosted by Arius Thomas.
Welcome to Cyber FM, the only station dedicated to your digital safety. It's Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025, and we're tackling the absolute most critical, most current threats shaking up the security world. We're getting past the basics today, focusing on the latest in cloud misconfiguration exploits and the ever-present danger of zero-day vulnerabilities in common software. And, as always, we've got the practical steps you need for mitigation.
This episode is being brought to you by the RSSH Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option.
And we couldn't bring you this vital information without our exclusive sponsor, the RSSH Delivery Company. When security and speed are non-negotiable, think the RSSH Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option. They deliver trust just like we deliver the truth. Now let's begin.
Story number 1. The Catastrophe of Cloud Misconfigurations, CMC.
While everyone talks about external hackers, the biggest breach entry point often comes from within. Cloud misconfigurations. As companies rush to adopt multi-cloud architectures, simply human errors are leaving gaping holes.
The threat.
The focus now is less on the famous Open S3 bucket and more on complex identity and access management, also known as IAM misconfigurations. Attackers are exploiting overly permissive IAM policies, for example, granting an application more rights than it needs, or insecurely stored API keys. A major threat involves the configuration of serverless functions or container environments where default settings leave internal ports exposed or allow lateral movement across cloud services. This leads to massive data breaches and system takeover.
The vulnerability.
The sheer complexity of multi-cloud environments like AWS, Azure, or GCP means security teams struggle to maintain consistent policy and governance, making it easy for a single oversight to expose critical databases or entire network segments.
Mitigations. Number 1. Continuous Cloud Security Posture Management, CSPM.
Implement automated tooling to constantly audit your cloud environments for misconfigurations against established security benchmarks and remediate deviations in real time.
Number 2. Principle of Least Privilege, PoLP.
Apply this rigorously to IAM roles and policies. An application should only have the minimum permissions required to perform its function. Use temporary, role-based credentials instead of long-lived access keys wherever possible.
Number 3. Shift left security.
Integrate security checks into the DevOps pipeline, infrastructure as code scans, so that misconfigured resources are flagged and fixed before they are deployed to production. So, to wrap up our deep dive into the danger of cloud misconfigurations, the takeaway is clear. Automation isn't just about speed, it's about security. Relying on manual checks across complex multi-cloud environments is a recipe for disaster. You must implement those CSPM tools and enforce the principle of least privilege religiously. The cost of a few minutes of configuration time far outweighs the cost of a catastrophic breach caused by exposed data. We've identified the threat. Now let's think about securing the supply chain in the physical world. When you need something delivered across the town, you need the same level of trust you demand from your cloud environment. We'll be right back with our next story on zero-day exploits, but first, a moment for our sponsor.
From borough to borough, rain or shine, day or night, we got you.
Your business moves fast, but does your delivery service? The RSSH Delivery Company is not just about speed. It's about secured transit. We are trusted by the financial district, the legal sector, and major corporations across the Big Apple. When the package is critical, trust New York's exclusive delivery option, the RSSH Delivery Company. Dependable, discreet, delivered.
The RSSH Delivery Company. We got you.
The RSSH Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option.
are listening to Cyber FM.
Welcome back to Cyber FM. Our second story brings us to the terrifying reality of zero-day vulnerabilities, particularly those targeting widely used endpoint software like web browsers, operating systems, and office suites.
Story number 2, zero-day exploits in common endpoint software.
0 days are flaws unknown to the software vendor or the public, meaning there is 0 days to patch it before it's exploited. Recent trends show attackers chaining these flaws together, for example, a browser vulnerability to gain initial access, then operating system flaw to elevate privileges, to achieve remote code execution, also known as RCE, and install sophisticated malware like advanced ransomware variants.
The vulnerability.
Since there is no patch available for a 0 day, organizations are left completely exposed until the vendor releases an emergency fix. The vulnerability lies in the ubiquity of the affected software. If the flaw is in the kernel of a major OS, millions of devices are instantly at risk.
Mitigations. Number 1. Endpoint detection and response EDR.
Deploy sophisticated EDR and antivirus systems that focus on behavioral detection. Since a signature for a 0 day exploit doesn't exist, the system must be able to recognize the malicious actions, like an application trying to modify kernel memory, and block them.
Number 2. Application control and hardening.
Utilize application control lists to strictly limit which programs can execute on an endpoint. For critical software like web browsers, implement OS-level sandboxing to restrict their ability to interact with the underlying system, limiting the impact of a successful exploit.
Number 3. Vulnerability disclosure programs.
Have a clear practice plan in place for rapid deployment of emergency patches as soon as the 0 day is publicly disclosed and patched by the vendor. This is where speed is everything. That's it for this episode of Cyber FM. Remember, whether it's a mistake in the cloud or an attack on your desktop, proactive automated monitoring is the key to defense. Be vigilant with your cloud misconfigurations and ensure your endpoint security is built on behavior monitoring, not just simple file signatures. Thank you for listening, and thank you again to our sponsor, the RSSH Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option. I'm Arias Thomas. Stay secure.
Listening to Cyber FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.